Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, and we are replaying a 1980 Jerry Koosman game using Fall Classic Baseball. We're in the top of the second inning. It's going to be Eric Soderholm, Lou Piniella, and Rick Cerrone. Let's take a quick look at these lineups from 1980 New York at Minnesota. It's going to be Jerry Koosman versus Tom Underwood. All right. And Eric Soderholm, we're going to roll a 2d6, and we're going to read the black one first, and then we're going to roll a red d20, and that'll give us the out. So here goes. He's a right-handed hitter. All right, and he's a slow runner. And we're just going to read whatever the result is. It's a 24, and that's going to be a 1-2. If the d20 is a 1 or a 2, it's a hit by pitch, and it's a 15. So that is going to be a ground ball to 15 is the shortstop, and the shortstop, Smalley, over, gloves it over to first and in time for out number 1. Keeping an old school paper and pencil score sheet. All right, and it's a 55, and that is a little flare, and that dunks in there for a base hit. Lou Piniella hit that off the end of the bat, and it drops in left center field. Played by Edwards, and Pinella's on with a single. Here's Rick Cerrone. The pitch to Cerrone is a 61, and pitching, of course, is Koosman, and that's going to be a strikeout. Koosman is an A pitcher. Here's Koosman's card, so you can see how the cards come. They're actually rated 3 different ways for their C stuff, their B stuff, and their A stuff. Today, Koosman is on his A stuff. Just so happens, and he strikes out Cerrone for out number 2. And next is Bucky Gant, and that's a snake eyes, and that is a base on balls. No, it's a 17, so 1 to 14 would be a base on balls. It's going to be an out. The 17 is in the air to left field. Drifting over is Edwards, and he's under it for out number 3, so no runs, 1 hit. 1 left, and we go to the bottom of the second inning. Jose Morales leading off, Reggie Jackson and Pete Mackinnon. Here's a pitch from Underwood. That's a 62, and that's a fly ball to center field. Jones, Rupert Jones, I remember him from the Seattle Mariners in '77. Makes the catch, 1 down. Ron Jackson. Not Reggie Jackson, but Ron Jackson. Reggie Jackson, of course, with the Yankees. So we have 2 R. Jacksons. That's a 25. I may have said Reggie Jackson when I saw the R. Jackson. 24, and that is, again, it's a hit by pitch. And no, it's not. 1 to 5. We rolled a 19, and that's a drive into right center field. On the run is the right fielder, Reggie Jackson, and Reggie Jackson runs it down. So Ron Jackson to Reggie Jackson, and that's 2 outs. Here's Pete Mackinnon, and that's a 65. That's going to be a pitcher home run card. We're going to have to check the pitcher. If the pitcher gives up a lot of home runs, he's going to have a high number there, and it'll probably be a home run. We rolled a 1. That's almost an automatic home run. It is a -4. Let's check Tom Underwood. Tom Underwood is a 7, so -4, so it's a 1, 2, 3. And we happen to roll a 1, so that's a drive to left field. Back goes the left fielder, Brown. Bobby Brown looks up, and that's gone. Pete Mackinnon connects for a home run. And the Twins and Koosman up 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Butch Weiniger, a future Yankee, he will join the Yankees in a couple of years. Here's the pitch. Switch hitter batting from the right side against the lefty Underwood. That's a 36, and Underwood is a B. That's a 36, and that's going to be an out. A 20 is going to be a line out to the shortstop, L6. That's 6. Tells you. So that is 1 run on 1 hit, the home run by Pete Mackinnon, and we go to the top of the 3rd inning. Jerry Koosman. The Mets retired his number just the other day. Mets aren't playing tonight. They're actually off. And here's Bobby Brown. Mickey Rivers was the Yankees' 79 center fielder. This year it's Bobby Brown, and Bobby Brown didn't have, you know, half the season that Mickey Rivers had in 1980. Mickey Rivers ended up batting .330, Brown 260. Here's a pitch, and that's a 45, and that is a ground out to the batting for the right side, ground out to the third base, shortstop, excuse me, gets that in the hole, long throw to first in time. Got Bobby Brown by half a step. All right, Willie Randolph now. He's 1 for 1 with a stolen base. He singled a stolen base in the first inning, and that's an 11. That's ball 4. So Randolph is on for the second time. You can pick this game up for $20 PDF. Rupert Jones. It's a 13, and that is going to be, if it's on the ground, it's a double play. It's a line out, so it could be to the first baseman. It could be a double play. Let's see. And it is! Oh, line to first base, and he steps on the bag right ahead of Randolph. So it's L3-3. Yes, sirree. And the Twins and Koosman get out of the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. And we move to the bottom of the third inning. Here is Bombo Rivera. That's a 55, and that is ripped to left for a base hit. Oh, wait a second. Yep, it is. Not only that, that's going to get past. That's going to roll to the wall. Bombo headed for second base and slides in the tag, and he is safe. Bombo Rivera with a leadoff double. And here's Dave Edwards. It is 1-0 Twins. Here's a pitch from Underwood. That's a 16. That's a swing and a miss. Chases a ball outside the zone for the first out. Edwards heads back after fanning. And here's Roy Smalley with a runner on second base. And here's the pitch. Smalley with a 42. That's a blank. And a 42 will be ball 4. So Underwood walks Smalley, putting runners on first and second. And here's Kenny Landreau. Kenny Landreau bats from the left side. Here's a pitch from Tom Underwood. And that is a 52. That is going to be a KD check, and it's a strikeout. Strikes out Landreau on a slider down and away. And here's John Castino. Castino, interesting player who had a great season in 1980 with a 300 batting average, 13 home runs. And they expected him to be the star of you know, a major star for them at third base. But injuries really hampered him. I think it was back problems, and he never really turned out. It never turned out. His career never went the way everybody expected. But he did have an outstanding 1980 season, hitting over 300. All right, so first and second, 2 outs. John Castino versus Tom Underwood. Here's a pitch, and that is a 65. That's trouble. That's a pitcher home run. A pitcher home run. Underwood is a B. And before I looked at Tom Underwood as an A, but it was still a home run because it was a 1. I should have been looking under the B column because Underwood is a B column. So that's going to be a 10. We roll a 7. There's no minus. That's a deep drive. And that ball is way back center field and gone. 3-run shot. John Castino, and the Twins lead it by a score of 4-0. All right. So let's fill this in. We got to get a couple more runs scored, and it's 4-0 Twins. And here comes Jose Morales. Morales hit .303 with 8 home runs and 250 at-bats. Underwood checks in with Cerrone for the sign, and here's the pitch. And that's a 65 again, and an 18 is not going to do it. That is going to be a fly ball to center field, and Morales flies out to the center fielder, Rupert Jones, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 2 hits, the big 3-run home run, and we go to the top of the 4th inning. Bob Watson, Reggie Jackson, and Eric Soderholm against Jerry Koosman, the left-hander. 21, and that's going to be an out of 4. Bounce to second base, picked up by Makinen, and he throws out Watson easily. Watson does not run well, and neither does Jackson in 1980. That's a 24, and it's a 1-2, and it's a hit by pitch, so Reggie gets plunked. Hit, batter. Reggie gets plunked, and here's Eric Soderholm. And Koosman looks in with Weiniger for the sign, sets and deals, and that's a 22, which is a 1-4 single. It's a 16. That's ball 4. So Soderholm walks. Runners on first and second now with only 1 out. Lou Piniella is up next. There's the pitch. Piniella with a 52 and a 20. We're going to have to check. He fails the KD check. The 52 says we're going to pull a card to see. 52 is a potential 2-base error by the second baseman, and a 7. Oh, Makinen. Let's see what Makinen's got it set. He's an 11 error, so he's going to throw the ball away. 1 run comes in, and the other, Soderholm, goes to third, and stopping at second is Lou Piniella, E4. So a run comes in on that error, and the score now is 4-1. Second and third for Rick Cerrone. So Koosman is in a little bit of a jam, so he's going to have to spread it out and get out of this inning. Here's Rick Cerrone, and Infield's going to play back. They're willing to give up the run for an out. I'm going to play in, let 2 runs score. That's going to be a 32. A 32 is going to be a drive, and that's going to be over the center fielder's head and hit off the base of the wall. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, 4-3, and into second base with a 2-run double is Rick Cerrone. That's 5 and 6 score there. Batters 5 and 6 score, and the score is 4-3, Twins. And here is Bucky Dent now with the tying run. Cerrone runs okay. He's okay. He scored some runs, so he's an A. And there's only 1 out. Runner on second. Here's a pitch to Bucky Dent, a 46. That's going to be a ballpark. And no park home run there. We rolled a 10, and that's going to be a foul ball, a souvenir for a lucky fan. So Dent is going to get another chance. That ball was out of play. Catcher ran out of room on that one, and here is Dent. Here's a pitch, and that is a 15, which will be an out. And that one is right back to Koosman. And let's see what kind of arm. Oh, W will advance. That is strong arm, pitcher strong arm. So I believe that's the fielder's. Yeah, that's going to be the fielder's arm. All right, so it's back to the pitcher. Koosman's arm is weak, so that will allow Cerrone to go to third base. So 2 outs. And here comes Bobby Brown. 2 out, tying run at third base. The Yanks with 3 runs here in the top of the 4th inning. Trail now by only 1 run, and here's a pitch. And that is going to be a 56, and that will be strike 3. And Koosman gets Brown to chase a curveball in the dirt. So that's 3 runs on 1 big double, and of course an error walk and a hit by pitch. And the score now is 4-3. Twins. We're at the bottom of the 4th inning. Jerry Koosman against Tom Underwood.
Bye.